the last lesson we talked about congruence. Now we're talking about similarity. So if you notice this symbol that looks like this, that means that items are going to be similar. So similar items will have angles that are congruent, but you're going to have sides that are proportional. So this symbol here means similarity, and when two shapes are similar, or two polygons are similar, the angles will always be congruent and the sides are proportional. In other words, it's equal in ratio. In the triangles below, triangle MNP is similar to triangle SRT. And this is what I just read, this statement. And what you can do is, just like we did in congruence, if you're going to list the pairs that are congruent, all you have to do is follow the way it's stated. So M, we have angle M is congruent to angle S. We have angle N is congruent to angle R. And angle P is congruent to angle T. To state sides that are proportional, you can also follow the statement. So I'm going to read up there. It says segment, or we can say MN is proportional. MN over SR is proportional or equal to NP over SR. We can also say NP to SR is equal to MP over ST. And we can also say MP to ST is equal to MN over SR. DEFG is similar to HJKL. So I should have angle D is congruent to angle H. Angle E is congruent to angle H. J. Angle F is congruent to angle K. And angle G is congruent to angle L. Therefore, your answer has to be B. Angle D is congruent to angle H. E is congruent to angle J. Angle F is congruent to angle K. And angle G is congruent to angle L. Are polygons similar? If they are similar, write a similarity statement and give the scale factors. So we have J, K, L, M, and we want to check if it's similar to T, U, V, W. You got to check if angle J is congruent to angle T. We have to show that angle K is congruent to angle U. Angle L is congruent to angle V. And then the last one, angle M, is congruent to angle W. We got to show that's congruent, so that's true. Now we have to show that the sides are proportional. So I'm going to write the statements here. So we have J, K to TU is equal to KL to UV, which is equal to LM is to VW. And I think the last side will be JM. JM is to TW. So we have JK, which is 12. We have TU, that is 6. We have KL, that is 24. And we have UV, which is 16. LM is 24. VM, which is 14. And the last one, JM, which is 6. And TW, which is 6. I'm going to go ahead and stop. So now I'm going to simplify the fractions. So we got to say that 2 is equal to 24 over 16, 24 over 14. 24 over 14 and 6 over 1 with 6 over 6, which is 1. So that's not true. So they're not proportional. So these two polygons are not similar. These are not similar. They have to have the same ratio, and they didn't. I got to check if these two triangles are similar, but please don't go off this statement. It's not written correctly. We have to use the diagrams to figure out which angles are corresponding. So we have C. So C is corresponding to F. That means that those two angles are congruent. We also know that A is corresponding with D. So we have angle A is congruent to angle D. And then the last one, we have angle B is congruent to angle E. So I'm going to write B and then that symbol, and then we have E. And we're checking if triangle CAB is similar to triangle FDE. Now we have to check if the sides are proportional. So we have CA is to FD. We have AB is to DE. And then the last one is CB is to FE. So the measurement of CA is 8, FD is 10, AB is 12, and DE is 15, and CB is 16, and FE is 20. So you can simplify. So this is 4 out of 5. You can simplify 12 over 15, which is 4 out of 5. And here we have 4 out of 5 again. So the scale factor is 4 over 5, and each of them are equal to each other. So we can say the statement that these two triangles are similar. It says, are the polygons similar? If they are, write a similar statement and give the scale factor. So we have K, L, M, N is similar to W, X, Y, Z. And since all the angles are 90, we do know that all the angles are going to be congruent. So now we got to figure out the scale factor. What I'm going to do is, since they're both rectangles, to find the scale factor, I'm gonna compare the length and the width. Now I do know that the length of the larger rectangle is 20. And I know the length of the smaller rectangle is 15. And I gotta check the width of the larger rectangle is 15. And the width of the smaller rectangle is 10. So this is my length and this is my width. And I gotta check if these two are proportional. Now what you can do is you can simplify. Here you have 4 over 3. And this is 3 over 2. And you notice those are not equal, so they're not proportional. Now you can also do the cross products. And here you have 200. And you know that 200 does not equal 225, so they're not proportional. So the answer is D. ABCD is similar to EFGD. What is the value of X? Well, I can come up with a proportion. I know that I have AD is to ED as BC is to FG. So AD is 9, ED is 6, BC is 7.5, and FG is X. And what you want to do here is you want to multiply 9 times X, which is 9X. and then multiply 6 times 7.5. The last thing you want to do is divide by both sides by 9. So x is equal to. The next one you have ED is to EF as AD is to AB. So ED is 6, EF is Y, AD is 9, and AB is 5. So we have 9y equals 6 times 5, which is 30, divided by 9. And both are divisible by 3, so you have 10 over 3, which y equals 3.333.